Hello. What are you doing in this COVID time? Are you keeping yourself busy? Are you going crazy? Have you killed anybody yet? like, share with me what is going on in your life. I so want to know. So this morning I woke up um low vibration. I actually started crying this morning. I'm feeling super stressed about some things in my life, and I asked the universe to guide me, to share with me, what do I need to know right now? How can I move out of this? And what I asked for showed up. So here's what showed up. I woke up this morning to going into one of my groups and somebody sharing, saying, thank you for what you do. Like, I appreciate what you do. Take a look at so and so. She specializes in mothers and narcissism and things like that. And I was like, does she know what I do? Like, okay. And listen, thank you for that. And I love you. This is just an awareness. So I truly am thankful for this person. Thank you for giving me this message. This is how the universe shows up. So I don't want, if you're watching, I don't want you to take this as an insult or you shouldn't have done that, because that was a gift. It was perfect. So that was one thing that showed up. And then it was like, one of my colleagues did a video the other day about, we were having a discussion, Mia Sands, and I said, Mia, maybe they don't know what you do. Maybe you need to do a Facebook Live and share what you do. And she did. And I think it was called What You May or May Not Know About Me. That was the other day. So then another thing came up where it was like somebody didn't know what I do. Oh, yeah, I was on a call today. I was on a marketing research call today. Excuse me. This woman bought my book, loves my book, that book right there, follows me on social media, and she's like, yeah, I'm not quite sure of what you do. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. Okay, universe. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for these messages showing up. I asked for it. Here it is. So here it is. Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do? Do you know exactly what I do? Do you know that I help women heal after the cycles of toxic relationships, so that they can step into new and healthy relationships? Do you know that I coach? Do you know that I speak? Do you know that I've written in 3 books? This is the book that I did on my own, but there's 2 other books that I co-authored in. Do you know that the second book that I was a part of, I co-authored in, made me an international best-selling author? Do you know, like, I do these things, that this is my specialty, that I specialize in helping women heal after narcissistic relationships. Usually the way that I speak to people is I talk about the romantic relationships. I talk to the woman about the husband being a narcissist. That is my journey. That's why I talk to women. There's plenty of women who are narcissistic. I do help women who have had narcissistic moms, who had narcissistic fathers. I had one client who was in a healthy marriage, married to her best friend, but she came from extreme abuse. And that abuse was from her mom and dad. It was from other people in her family. She was in therapy for 10 years. 10 years of therapy. So I help, the general person that I help is a woman who's been divorced for a couple of years. She's been through the therapy. She's read the self-help book. She's even gotten some coaching. And she's stuck in this cycle of the repeated patterns of toxic relationships. And she can't figure that out. She can't figure that piece out. So, yes, I help men who have been in relationships with narcissistic women. Yes, I help women who have had narcissistic parents, narcissistic children, even narcissistic work environments. I have one client who was, I think, 9 or 10 years. She was in corporate America, and she had narcissism like all around her. So her boss, her coworkers, and the environment was so toxic that it was reflecting on her body. So things were showing up in her body, and so she left a six-figure job to get away from the toxicity. So I really help anybody in any type of a toxic relationship that they've been in, abusive relationship that they've been in, and where they're stuck and they can't figure out like how to get over the past hurts and pains. Okay. But generally who I speak to is women. I talk about divorce. I talk about being stuck in the cycle in the dating world where you're dating and you keep falling in these relationships with men who you later find out, whether it's a few dates later, a few months later, several months later, even years later, that he is narcissistic. Because here's the thing about narcissism. They wear many masks. So they don't show up showing you their true colors. If they did, you'd never fall for them. You'd never go for it because you're a very smart, intelligent person and you would know right away, like, bah. So they show up as these charming, charismatic, very nice, very thoughtful people. And in the beginning of any of these relationships, any relationship, not just romantic, it's all about you. It's all about you. So they're showing very thoughtfulness about you. Like, how was your day? And it's all about you. And you feel very loved and supported and secure. And then many times it's a very trickle, slow movement. And then you realize, like I said, months or years later, and you go, what happened? Who is this person? Who am I? Because you lose yourself, you lose your identity in this relationship, not knowing. It's very subtle. This is why I call them master manipulators. They're so masterful at this. So this is also where women think like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. How could I do this again? What is in me? What's wrong with me? Why did I fall for this again? And that's self-abuse right there. And that can really take a toll on your self-esteem, on your worthiness, because you think there's something wrong with you. You think, I'm stupid. How could I fall for this again? Many of my clients are highly successful, very smart women, and really intelligence has nothing to do with it. I mean, emotions are totally different. So there's no shame and there's no blame here. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's no shame and there's no blame here. It's not your fault. There's nothing for you to look at and go, what's wrong with me? Many women tell me I feel like damaged goods. I feel broken. There's nothing damaged. There's nothing broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. Okay. Fixed indicates broken. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. What is actually going on is you are wounded, and wounds heal. That's it. It's literally that simple. You're wounded, wounds heal. That's it. That's all it is. It's not complicated. You don't have to spend years and years and years of coaching, being coached by me or anybody else. It's simply just healing the wounds. And healing the wounds is, there's got to be a readiness about it. There's got to be a readiness. I'm ready. I'm ready to heal. You got to show up. When my clients come to me, they're ready. They're like, I am so sick and tired of these repeated patterns of these toxic relationships and toxic men and toxic environments. I'm so tired of it. I'm so drained. I can't take it anymore. I can't live like this anymore. These are the things that they say to me. And so they're ready. They're just like right on the front line. I have clients who have come to me and we're like, bam, bam, let's knock this out. And they show up. They are on every single call. They do every single assignment and they get results super quick. I do have women who come to me who are still in the relationship. They are still married. They haven't even told their husbands that they want a divorce. I help them through that process, right? But again, wherever they are in their journey, they come to me as ready. I'm ready. I'm struggling in this area and I need assistance. I need guidance. I need help. I'm ready to break these old patterns that I can't seem to figure out. That's what I do. So I am going to come on here weekly and I'm going to repeat this so that everybody knows what exactly I do. I share this with you because I want there to be clarity. Like I said, this woman bought my book, follows me on social media, and she was like, yeah, I'm not quite sure what you do. And then the other woman is posting in my groups of another coach. She's a therapist, but she's a coach. And, take a look at her. She's special, and thank you. I too do that. So this is what was needed. This is what I asked for. This is what the universe gave to me. And so this is why I'm addressing this. So what I'm going to do is, if any of this resonates with you, if I resonate with you, and you are in that space, in that place in your life where you're like, yeah, I see those patterns. I'm ready to break those old paradigms and those old cycles and patterns of these toxic relationships. I do want to feel healthy and whole inside and attract the man of my dreams. How do I do that, Denise? I will put the link to Heal Your Heart session application in the comments below. It's a quick little application. I ask about 8 questions. It's just for me to get to know, or, us to get to know each other and see if I can help you. That's all it is. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I have like pollen in my chest or something. I don't know what's going on. With that being said, I love you so much. Thank you for showing up, and I will put that link in the comments below, and I'll see you tomorrow.